No one likes cables. Well, except maybe cable makers. If we had a choice, I think we'd like to live in a world where no wiring and cables are required. Wireless power, wireless audio, wireless MIDI. We have wireless MIDI now. Bluetooth MIDI has been around for some time, but when it comes to MIDI foot controllers, it's usually been available only if you connect a wireless MIDI adapter like the CME MIDI jack. That was alright, but that's just what it was, only alright. With a wireless MIDI adapter, you have to sacrifice MIDI ports to connect to it. This means if your MIDI controller doesn't have multiple MIDI outputs, then you wouldn't be able to connect to both your computer and hardware effects at the same time. On top of that, wireless adapters also require their own software for pairing and firmware updates, which is another hassle. Well, great news, these are all things of the past with MC8 Pro, which has Bluetooth MIDI built into it. This makes MC8 Pro wireless ready out of the box, all set to connect to your favorite music software and of course the Morningstar editor. We'll get into wirelessly controlling music software in the later part of this video. First, let's see how to connect wirelessly to the Morningstar editor, which is an essential and big part of using any Morningstar MIDI controller. You can connect wirelessly to the Morningstar editor both on desktop and mobile. Connecting to either is super simple. Let's start with desktop. Power up the MC8 Pro, access the Morningstar editor. FYI, you can access the editor via Chrome browser with an internet connection, or you can simply click on the download icon in the URL bar the first time you visit. This will save the editor as a Chrome application for offline use. Bluetooth connection works whether you are connected to the internet or not. Once you have the editor open, select which device you want to connect to. In this case, we have the MC8 Pro, so we'll click on that. You'll see Bluetooth MIDI in the bottom row. Just click on Connect and the editor will begin scanning for Bluetooth devices. When you see the MC8 Pro appear, select it and click on Pair. And that's it, your MC8 Pro is now connected to the editor and two-way communication is established. Whether you bank up and down on the editor or on the controller, they will be in sync. You can also edit the controller wirelessly on mobile devices. If you have an iPhone or iPad, simply download the Morningstar Editor app from the App Store. With the MC8 Pro powered up, launch the app and tap on Devices. You'll see the MC8 Pro appear. Tap on it to connect, then go back and select Live Editor. You'll see a Bluetooth device connection available. Tap on Connect, and we're all set. The editor also works in landscape, which gives you more visibility over each message. Now let's disconnect from the iPad and do the same on the iPhone. You can edit your MC8 Pro on the go with your phone now. We are aware that there are some controllers that allow you to edit on the controller itself with a little touchscreen, but that would require you to bend all the way down to the floor to edit. With this, you can edit standing and test your new presets with your feet. Phone and tablet screens are also much larger and more responsive, allowing you to have a better overall editing experience. Now on to controlling music software. Since we've got the iPad out now, let's get into some mobile music applications first. Here we have a pretty popular app, Koala Sampler. Even if you don't use this app, you should still continue watching, because most music software applications have the same Bluetooth connection and MIDI mapping processes. Just like on the Koala Sampler, under Settings, you usually have a Bluetooth Connect function that scans for Bluetooth MIDI devices. When you see the MC8 Pro show up, just select it to connect. Here I've already programmed unique MIDI messages to be sent by each of the MC8 Pro's switches and expression pedal, and I've also named them accordingly. Now I can map the switches and expression pedal to the functions I wish to control in the app. Once you're done mapping, your music software will respond in exactly the way you want, allowing you to play and stop sequences, select clips, trigger effects, and arm recording, all hands-free. The entire process you've seen works the same for whatever music app you use. Now let's move on to wirelessly controlling music software on a computer. This process is slightly different. On your Mac, launch the Audio MIDI Setup utility. If you don't immediately see the MIDI Studio, click on Window and then Show MIDI Studio. Then just click on the little Bluetooth icon in the top right. The utility will start scanning and you'll see MC8 Pro appear on the list. Click on Connect to establish Bluetooth MIDI connection. Once that's done, you'll be able to find the MC8 Pro just like you would any other MIDI device in your DAW or music software of choice. In Ableton, I can see that the MC8 Pro is now available as a controller under MIDI settings. Make sure that track and remote are enabled so you have full MIDI control. I've pre-programmed some CC messages to this bank and named the switches, which I can now map to various controls. In Logic Pro, you'll also see the MC8 Pro available as a MIDI input under MIDI settings. You can then map your controls to the switches in any way you like too. It's so great that this can all be done wirelessly now. This gives you the freedom to control your software even if your computer or mobile device is not close to your MIDI controller. For example, you could control live tracks on Ableton from your pedal board even if your computer were up on a stand. No need to run a long USB cable anymore. If you've watched till here, I trust that you found today's video useful. We truly believe that built-in Bluetooth MIDI in the MC8 Pro is a real game changer for musicians, and we are looking forward to you taking full advantage of it. Keep playing, and we'll catch you again in the next video.